Heyo, what's up, friends and viewers? Welcome back to another King of the League cast. This will be a twisted tree line between two familiar teams, XsV represented by color blue and Yellowbuff represented by color red. Let's take a quick gander at which players they've selected to send through this 3v3. Follow me on Twitter, which is usually Yellowbuff's jungler, is going to be playing Zac today with Disco Polar Bear, the AD carry on Jax, and the mid laner Alex Pi as Wukong. We have not seen, I haven't seen Alex Pi play anything but a mage before, AP carry. And from XsV, we're not entirely familiar with these players yet, but we've seen the Nunu jungle from one of our previous matches. Playing Lee Sin today, Lettuce. Lettuce appears to be a very strong player from what we can tell. And Lee Sin on this map is really OP. Now, Cromar and I aren't entirely acquainted with the high competitive level strats on Twisted Tree Line, but
yeah, because those exist.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Lettuce is going to be a dedicated jungler. Anyone who can jump through walls here, folks, on Twisted Tree Line is going to have an enormous advantage. The game is not balanced around Twisted Tree Line. It's just not Riot's focus. Summoner's Rift takes priority number one. So champions like Zac with Elastic Slingshot, Sonic Strike or Sonic Wave on Lee Sin, or the War Jump, Safeguard Jump, shit like that, pardon my French, is really powerful on Twisted Tree Line. So what do you think, Cromar? Who has the advantageous team comp here, pal?
Zac and Lee Sin are both extremely strong junglers. They both have the ability to leap over the walls. I would say out of the two, I'd prefer Zac, but it's really tough to say, honestly. So I'm going to go actually with XsV because Jace and Darius, mainly because of them over Lee Sin. Darius will just completely end a team fight by himself. If he catches three people, Whirlwind, he can just triple execute. He can almost 1v3 in some situations.
Jack's taking a lot of damage, though. Very nice timing on his stun. Disco Polar Bear will be fine. Chugging a potion. I wanted to say, yeah, you might be right, pal, except there's a little thing called armor in this game. Thornmail ends the day.
Last whisper.
They don't have any magic. They can't even build magic if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Unless AP Lee Sin with safeguard shields. Oh, whoopee.
Oh.
But very balanced team comp on Yellowbuff's side. They could build hybrid at Jax. They could, go AP heavy Zac. Really great champion selection on both sides. But let's stop speculating and focus a little bit on the gameplay. We haven't had the pleasure of watching very many competitive Twisted Tree Lines, although I do believe they exist. They just haven't caught on yet. A bit of a duel going on here over the altar between Follow Me on Twitter and Lettuce. Looks like Zac is forced to retreat, but ooh, the soloist Jax comes in with a lead. Exhaust being forced to use. Oh, who's gonna die first? First blood goes to XsV. Ooh, that was nasty. We might see Jax go down here, leaping to a minion, forcing the flash from Darius. Darius will pick up that kill. Oh, that is not good. Darius picking up an early double kill.
Yeah, Darius early double kill and getting the double assist on both those kills. Yikes, that's pretty rough. I was with you. I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't know who was going to get the first kill there, but it wound up being, looks like it was Wukong who died first. Oh well, and that's going to be a free altar. The double altar buff gives you extra attack damage and AP on top of the other bonus, which is for the single altar. That gives you mana regen and 3 extra gold per kill. So it's pretty useful. It's definitely useful. It's not like the end of the world if you don't have it, but it definitely gives you an edge. It gives you just that slight edge, and then for a second edge, you can also get the spider buff as well.
Sorry, I didn't cut you off. Let's see what Darius decides to purchase here with his early 2 kills. Ooh, a giant's belt and a cloth armor. Oh boy, he looks like he's building a bit bruiser-ish here. Thing about Darius, he's one of those champions that force the enemy to control him, because if left to roam free, he can devastate your entire team. That's his mechanic. Or at least it was before his ultimate got nerfed into the ground. But that's all balanced around 5v5. So Darius can actually acquire the attention of 3 enemies just to keep him under control. So in the 3v3, we actually have not seen what happens when the Darius snowballs. I imagine it's pretty devastating, but he's on track here, folks. If I were him, I would have gone with some early lifesteal just to keep up my sustain, but we'll wait to see how tanky he decides to go. If he wants to get, a Black Cleaver or something.
Whew, look at that burst damage on Alex Pi. Almost half his health just with one pull, one guillotine, that's it. Oh, nasty. Seriously.
Yeah. He's going to have a tough lane up there. Although Zach, I don't think he's made any gank attempts yet. Thing about Elastic Slingshot, as far as I know, it is the furthest jump in the game. And Summoner's Rift, he can jump over 3 walls. If you guys haven't seen that,
it's absurd.
His Slingshot is crazy. They still haven't nerfed the range on it, so I'm waiting to see him make really good use of that. Up top, we have a lot of trading going on between Alex Pie and XSJ. Potions being used to sustain.
SOJs.
Looks like we're going to maybe waiting for an altar pop here. Blue team's altar is available for capture, but red team is on the defensive right now. They got to be careful that they don't feed anymore.
Ooh,
and they already have.
Shock blast. By the way, one up here on Jace. He played Jace in game 1 as well, and he was pretty damn good. He actually had an amazing play that we both kind of geeked out over. Amazing dragon play in game 1. If you haven't seen game 1, watch it. It was great, and good to see. I want to see more out of him.
Ooh,
a little bit early for a tower dive, guys.
Passive up here. It's very unwise to dive a Zac when his passive is up, folks. And of course, diving a Jax is never a good idea either because you can get stunned, and then he can leap away.
They need to. They can force this tower here. I mean, Darius is level 6. SOJs is level 6, man. He can force this tower down, no problem.
I'm surprised to see Yellowbuff allow that tower to fall. Yeah, unexpected. Alex Pie is just keeping to his own up there. He did just hit level 6.
He's gonna get the hell out of there. He's gonna get sniped. That was close.
Yellowbuff needs to come back from this quick.
Yeah.
It looks like Alex Pie is picking up some Doran's blades here. He wants to get an early advantage. He wants to try to shut down this Darius. But losing another altar is not going to help their case. They're going to continue to fall behind on gold because of this. In fact, they're already over 2,000 gold behind. And on a 3v3 map, that's a big deal because the gold is split amongst fewer players. So this is not looking good for Yellowbuff so far.
Yeah.
How can they come out of this? Armor, build armor.
They need armor, and for God's sakes, Disco Polar Bear's got to get level 6. He needs the durability for a team fight, seriously. And Alex Pie, going all in against SOJs here, and this is not going to go well for him.
He's not going to escape this at all.
No, he didn't. There's no way.
I don't know. Lee Sin is a very hard counter to Wukong. Because you try to decoy him, you have your Tempest up on him, and you know exactly where he is. Plus, he can chase you down if he's good with the Sonic Wave. So,
right.
Alex Pie has been completely nullified so far in this game. He could not really lane against the Darius to begin with, but he just completely lost any chance he had of winning that lane against Darius.
Yep.
So he's really got to play defensive. They have to make a stand under a tower here, but still, they only have 1 kill. And I don't know, man. I think they got to build some Thornmails. That's all I'm going to say. Nice dodge there on the stun from the 1-up Jace player. Jax, he's one of those guys that can 2v1. He's a great duelist.
Yeah, he is.
He's contradicted myself. Dueling 1v2.
Yeah, he's a great 1v2 duelist. No, he is though. He is. He's incredible. But the problem is that he is behind. He's way behind. And at this point, it is a 2v3 where you have a fed Darius and everybody going for a tower dive. And that's it for Disco Polar Bear. He is dead again. And at this point, XsV is in a very, very commanding position, to say the least.
Yeah, it can be extremely difficult to come back from this. The only way they're going to be able to come back from this is if XsV makes a big blunder under a tower. And it doesn't appear they're going to make that mistake. They might just decide to go with 1 lane all game. That appears to be their strat. Yeah. If they take down this tower, it pretty much is GG no read.
They got the tower. Ooh, they're going to get out. They're going to take out Lettuce. That was actually a huge pickup. Because they may get this, even with the acceleration gate, thanks to the exhaust, they may get this Darius. I don't know. He's still a little fast. Where's the Cyclone? Where's the Cyclone, Wukong? Cyclone is not up. He's got a few seconds before it's up, and then we're going to see it.
Oh, flashing
Darius.
Over the wall. Really
SOJs.
Nice play
That was nasty. That was nasty.
That was a naughty play, forcing Yellowbuff to pull back there, unless they want to feed Darius some more. I want to point out how good of a play that was. He decimated the minions as he was running away there.
Yes.
And he gains movement speed the more targets that are bleeding. So he was able to kite that, and he managed to execute and then flash over the wall. Oh, it was so well timed.
Jesus, that was so nasty. And it was really painful to watch because Alex Pie was literally 2 or 3 seconds away from Cyclone coming off cooldown when he was in the perfect position to catch Darius. When he did his Nimbus into Darius, he had to wait one more Nimbus cooldown cycle before he could Cyclone. And by that point, Darius had already picked up that kill. So I kind of felt for Alex Pie there. The timing just wasn't in his favor, and tell you. Otherwise, they would have had him. If they had got the Cyclone right away, he was too far away from the wall to flash over it. He would have been done. Oh well.
It looks like everyone on
those
Yellow
cooldown
Buff.
Runes.
Yeah. Oh, Alex Pie might fall again. Again, the Tempest revealing the decoy.
Wow.
You just cannot escape this combo in the top lane. Apprehend and Tempest. Monkey die. Monkey
got
die.
outpicked, man. Outpicked.
Yeah.
I tell you, there aren't that many anti-stealth champions in this game, but Lee Sin is certainly one of them.
Yeah. Yellow Buff. Looks like everyone's opting to go with Ninja Tabby. That's, pretty much the only logical choice at this point. Yeah. Although they don't have the income to make this happen. They don't have the damage reduction to go toe-to-toe with this team. And they can't rely on roams and ganks because this is Twisted Treeline, ladies and gentlemen. You always have eyes on the players if you're paying attention because there's only 3 of them.
Time for
it
the
looks
spider.
like XsV is going to be going for this. I don't even know what to call this creature. It's something out of Metroid, though. It's basically the Baron equivalent. What is this thing called, man?
Yeah, I just call it Spider. I just call it Spider.
The Spider.
It's something out of Metroid, absolutely. It's like a Kraid and something like that. It does look like Kraid, actually, now that I think about it. That's pretty funny.
Oh, an ambush here.
SOJ's in such a... Oh, my God. They did not want to run into him right there.
Where's that guillotine? He's going to guillotine the hell out of somebody.
Oh, here comes the dunk. Oh, Lee Sin picked up the kill instead. He is going to dunk somebody, but he actually missed the dunk on Alex Pie. Yeah, but that's okay. He still got the kill.
It's an ace anyways.
Yeah, it's an ace
Really nice play here from XsV. Finally
smite the goop. Oh, he didn't smite the goop. That's too bad. Oh, well.
Yeah. Every player on XsV is pulling their own weight here.
Yeah.
Where did they lose, though? The camping in the top lane from Lee Sin. There was just no response. Zach, follow me on Twitter. I don't think he was utilizing his slingshot well enough. He didn't have the map presence that Zach should have here because they just lost their top lane, started spiraling out of control. Although it's not over yet. There's a small possibility that Yellowbuff could come back from this. But it appears that Twisted Treeline, it's harder to come back.
Yeah, it's very tough to come back on this map. I mean, if you have certain champion compositions that benefit, if you can stall, hold out, and catch up, but that doesn't happen very often. These games are usually over really fast, so that doesn't usually even come up as an option. But if you can stall in some cases, you can come back. This team, though, I mean, they do have a Jax.
Oh, look at that decoy juke. Decoy from Alex Pie.
S-juked the hell out of them. Now he pops the decoy, and I think he's gonna. Oh no! There, he just got caught by Lee Sin. He's done now. That was slick though.
He was standing there too long, but completely juked the hell out of that apprehend. Nice play from Alex Pie, the trickster indeed. He, Fizz has got to watch his back. Wukong's looking to take his time.
The monkey trickster. Yeah, he totally S-juked that. That was very impressive. I remember when Wukong first came out and that didn't work because there was a different animation for S versus the W, and they put it in with the champion spotlight. Like, hey, you can do this technique, even though you could clearly see that it didn't work. So I was so happy when they fixed that and it actually works. You just press S and they're like, oh, he decoyed, and then they chase after you, and you're just sitting right there, doing nothing. But you're right, he waited too long. Once they figured out that that was the real deal, then they just turned around and they killed him. Yeah, and this is gonna be another spider buff.
The Metroid spider falls.
Yeah, Kraid goes down once again, and they have the purple swirly buff. I don't know what color is that. It's kind of like silver, I think.
It's
silver
some
buff.
Kind of runic buff. It looks like something out of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, there's no more yellow buff. That's why they're losing.
Oh, great point.
There's no more yellow buff in this game. There used to be anyway. They're going for it though. Actually, 2v2, and Alex Pie is being forced to retreat. I guess they weren't quite ready to push that down yet.
Whoa! Battle of the jumps down bot. Jax versus Jace. Who's this Paraduelist?
Oh my God.
This Paraduelist is the man who has more gold, which in this case is Jace. Although, very nice play.
Such a
very
huge
nicely
play.
played.
I want to point out what 1UP did in that fight. He used Thundering Blow to avoid Counter-Strike. As soon as Jax activated Counter-Strike, he Thundering Blowed away, then backed off, waited for it to be wasted, and then ran back in. And then that's what won him the fight, because if that hadn't happened, then he would not have survived. He would not have survived, because Jace's trading is way too strong. And SOJ is unable to get the inhibitor just yet. He might get it in a second, though, because Alex Pye is not ready to commit to that fight. He's trying for it again. I don't know. What do you think, Hengest?
He is terrified of this Darius right now. He's waiting for reinforcements, but he has effectively saved that inhibitor. And it looks like Darius might get ganked here, guys.
Oh,
Exhaust being used, everything being used on Darius. But could he take down Wukong?
He's still surviving
5
so
stacks
long.
of Apprehend and Ignite. DOTs
Wow.
through the roof. Alex Pye falls, and so does his morale. Holy cow, that was not.
In a 3v1 too, and then of course 1UP slaughtering Jax rather. And Follow Me on Twitter is still around, but he's got to defend against attacks from both sides.
Yeah. And
he's going to try to fight this Jace, and never mind, they surrendered it. I think that they realized they were done. I mean, Lettuce was in their base punching their inhibitor, and that's GG 1-1 for their games this week, actually.
Moral of the story, guys, if you don't like dueling, don't play Twisted Treeline, because there's going to be a lot of it. You know, Yellowbuff is one of those teams. They're great team comps, you know, great team fighting because that's how they practice. But this may have thrown them off their game a little bit as they just got really one-sidedly defeated there by XsV.
Just a bit.
So thanks for watching, friends, viewers. Stay tuned for more casts in the future. King of the League is underway. My name's Hengest. On the mic with me is Cromar. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.